Oh look, I can make my nose go red. Hiya! Hiya everyone, welcome to Crafty Lion's Den. I'm She, and this is a very, oh I just dropped my torch, very special edition of Crafty Lion's Den because it's Halloween, yay! We love Halloween. This video is actually going to be part of a collaboration led by, that's me kicking the torch again, led by Claire's Crafty Corner, who is amazing. Thank you so much, Claire, for organising this. Halloween is the best, and there's so many talented people who are taking part in this, and I really hope that you enjoy all of the videos. I've got a mate. In my video, I'm going to show you. Ooh, I hope I don't drop this while I'm doing this. Look at that. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm going to show you how to make this glowing wet specimen jar. By wet specimen, a wet specimen is something that is obviously wet. There is liquid. Hear that? Yeah, that jiggle in there with some sort of preserved creature. It's all fake, obviously, but you know, I'm going to show you how to make it. It's super simple and so easy, but really effective, and can take pride of place on the Halloween shelf of hauntingness. Ooh. Anyway, hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Find yourself a container of some sort, preferably glass. I chose this little pot. No prizes for guessing was in there. It goes very well with some triangular shaped crisps. So I've got that jar. I've got myself some white acrylic paint, just pouring it out now, and a sponge rather than a paintbrush. The point of this is I want to try and give the jar a sort of aged look, like it's been sat on a shelf. It's got a bit dusty and a bit covered in, I don't know, all sorts of substances. So I'm just going to use the sponge to pat on the white paint. And I'm going to just take my time and go all the way around. I don't want to cover it completely because then you won't be able to see what's in it. So just going around the edges to make it look like it's been sat there. Some dust has settled on it and it's old. It's an old specimen. Yeah, this is optional, you know. Do it as you like. Just an idea anyway. And the good thing with this is because acrylic paints are water-based, if you do make a mistake and cover it up too much, all you need to do is get a bit of water on a cloth and it will wipe off, as long as you haven't left it to dry. Once it is dry, it will stay there. It's pretty good. But as it's glass, it would scrape off if you really had to. Anyway, I'm just blithering on. So, dust up your jar, make it all spooky looking. Get it how you like. So I've done the top bit now and I wanted to have a middle bit which was clearish. And then, so the tops and the bottom of the jar were your dusty, murky looking effect. I have sped this up. I wasn't just going crazy with the sponge there. So this itself was I knew I wanted to do something, and I knew it wanted to be a wet specimen, but I was winging it during this. I was like, I'm not sure how this can turn out, but let's go for it. And I was actually really pleased with the result, to be fair. And like you see there, I'm just scuffing it up a bit, making it a little less uniform because I don't want uniform blotches. I want it all murky. I chose a snake from a specimen. This is just a rubber snake that I got off Amazon. But yeah, so place your specimen in the jar. You know, there might be some eyeballs, some feet, whatever. Stick your specimen in there and move it around. Put it in a position that you'd sort of like it to be, in terms of don't put it in all uniform. Mix it up a bit, as you can see I'm doing, because if you put it in uniform, even if you shake it, it's not going to get all like wriggly and like weathered like you see in the real specimen jars. Next, I've got some water, just plain tap water, and I've got some green alcohol ink. So this was a alcohol ink set I got off Amazon in the shade Kiwi. And what I wanted it to look like is, you know how you see those sort of like alien heads in the films, like in a jar? So I wanted that sort of glow to it. So I've added it to the water, a few drops, and I was like, that's not quite bright enough. So it's not going to hurt to add more, is it? So I just kept adding some more drops until I thought, yeah, I like that shade of green. It still wasn't dark enough for me. I want more. So I'm just going to add some more alcohol in. And then I finally reached the shade. I was like, yep, that'll do, because obviously it will dilute. It doesn't look as, the less water you have, the less the shade will be vibrant. So I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. Something along the lines of the less water it is, the less bright it is. But I'm getting really confused, so I'm going to be quiet now. Put your lid back on. And I got my glue gun, my trusty glue gun. And I'm just making drips. There's nothing in this that's like a specific technique or anything. Just plonking it on there. Enough to make it drip, because I wanted some drips coming down the jars. Sort of like maybe it would look like a bit like wax, or just that it's got so old it's got like crud that's just slopped onto the top of the jar. But yeah, that's the sort of look I was going for. So going all the way around the rim first to get those drips that go down onto the glass itself. And then when I was happy with that, I moved on to the top and I just covered it. Like, did you notice I didn't paint the top? Because you're not going to need to, because you're covering it with glue. And then we're going to go over the glue afterwards. You see those drips that are starting to dry up on the side? They look quite good. You can see the proper shape of them now. And then the top there, I just covered the entire thing. I wanted it to be all bumpy and lumpy, so it just looked like a mess, really. So this is an intentional mess, I promise you. So adding some more there, and when you're finished and you're happy with the glue, just wait for it to dry, have another look. If you're not happy, you can always add more. And if you think it's too much, just handy tip, use a hairdryer and blow the hairdryer onto the glue. It will loosen it up enough for you to mould it and make changes, remove it if you want to. These are quite good, the glue gun glues. So yeah, I was happy with that. So I thought, right, let's leave that to dry. I then got myself some black acrylic paint. There's me reusable paint palette thing from an old resin project again. And I'm just going to completely cover and paint all the glue, because I wanted black drips. This looked, to me, in my head, it kind of looked like those drippy mushroom caps that you get that actually naturally have that weird like black ooze coming out of them. So I thought the green and the black looked very Halloween-y and spooky. So that's why I'm painting them black. And then, yeah, it also helps because the jar lid was black, so if it did show through, you're not really going to see it. Again, I sped this up. I shouldn't tell. Maybe I shouldn't tell you that and just tell you that I'm really super speedy, but no, I'm not. I just had to speed up, otherwise this would be way too long. Yeah, just working my way round, covering all the glue. And then when I had finished painting, I just left it to dry, of course. Just be careful when you do paint your drips that you get all the way round them. Otherwise, you can just about see there, where I'm just painting now, that there was sort of like that glue, transparent look to it. You don't want that. You want to cover it so it is a proper drip looking down. I just think it's one of those little attention to detail things that really do make it stand out. Do you know what I mean? Or am I just talking rubbish? I don't know, but in my head, I just want to cover it all. Yeah, so you can see I'm just going all the way around, and because it's glass, you can just wipe it off, like you saw I did there. Anyway, so leave it to dry once it's all painted. And there we go. I'm happy with that. And just, they saw me like scraping a little bit off with my thumb of the white paint that I thought was a bit too much. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So the next thing I got is these round lights. You see you got 2 cell batteries there, and it has a sticky ring. And I got these off eBay, a whole pack of them, and they're really cheap. And just plonk them on the bottom, and they light up. You just press that on off switch and it looks amazing. So let's have a look at it in the dark. There we go. Look at that bad boy. Hello, little wiggly snake. My little wet specimen. And there you have it. Your spooky, eerie nightlight jar. You can see how that alcohol ink's really making it glow, that green, vibrant colour. And give it a shake. You see a little specimen there wobbling away. Hi, snake. Looks awesome. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.